What is going on, guys? Han Yellow got my fourth Hot Butcher beer today. If you guys liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button if you like what you see and the bell for notification of new videos. Let's jump into the beer. Today I got Value of Midnight. We're hopping back into IPA. So we took a break yesterday with the Mexican style lager. Today we're getting back into a double IPA. Value of Midnight is a double IPA, 7.5% ABV, brewed with Strata and Vic Secret hops. Here's the can artwork. Just do a 360 spin real quick, and of course, tasting notes in the back. And you already know I don't read those until after the fact, after I have already drank it, smelled it, done all that. This was canned on 7/13/20. It says Midnight in a Perfect World. Today is, I believe, I don't want to check, but I think it's the 29th. Let me check real quick. Yesterday should have been the 28th. Okay, I was totally off. Yesterday was the 26th. Today's the 27th. So this beer is what? 27th of August, right? So this beer is what, a month and 13 days old? Or 14 days old. So let's get this into a glass, see what it looks like, smells like, and tastes like. Hope I didn't shake it up too much. There we go. Pretty excited because all the IPAs I've had from Hot Butcher has been excellent so far. The last IPA I had, however, was a tad sweet. Very, very delicious still, but a tad sweet. And the one before that was very, very amazing, man. I even said it was one of the better IPAs I've had in a long time. Poured with about 2 fingers of head on this one. Very typical head, I'm going to say. It's a very condensed head. There's varying bubble sizes from small to, I'll say medium, not quite large, but medium. And it has like this tint of yellow orange to it. Looks like it'll linger around for a little bit. The beer itself, however, is a very hazy and very bright and vibrant orange color here. Let's put it away from the light. Yep, still very, very bright, very vibrant. Looks like a straight up New England style IPA, which, I mean, it is, or at least the appearance of a New England style IPA, right? So let's get the aroma on this. Oh man, the sweet, sweet smell of sweet candy tangerines. Oh, slight, I'm gonna say it has that high chew cantaloupe smell to it. Cantaloupe and, yeah, maybe honeydew. I'm gonna go with honeydew. Let's go with honeydew. Maybe a mixture of both, but like just high chew. So if you don't know what high chews are like this chewy candy from, I think, Japan maybe. I could be wrong, could be Korea. But high chews are amazingly delicious, man. They're like this just chewy fruit candy. Personally, I like the cantaloupe and the honeydew flavors of those. Those are extremely good. Strawberry's pretty damn good too. So is mango, actually. They're all freaking good, man. But it smells like honeydew cantaloupe high chew. Yeah, just a huge tropical note to this, and just very ripe, very sweet, kind of similar to Herbs and Horto. So 2 days ago, I did Herbs and Horto, which is a 7.5% ABV, double IPA as well. Has a very similar smell, not as sweet, not as tropical, more toned down. Maybe this is the toned down version of that. So I don't know. I kind of mentioned that if it was toned down in sweetness a little bit more, I would like that a little bit more. So maybe this is it, man. Maybe this is the answer. Yeah, just a lot of sweet citrus, sweet, ripe melon. Nothing to it, man. It smells amazing. Let's get to it. Cheers. Yeah. I'm going to say this is like the toned down version of Herbs and Horto, man. It has basically the same, very, very similar. Let's say it's very similar tropical, sweet, flavorful flavors, but it is not as sweet. The tropical notes are not as pronounced, but that's not saying that they are not there. This is by no means, I've used this before, and I've said that beers kind of taste like they were watered down, like the flavor is not all there, it's lacking a little bit. It tastes kind of like if I poured that beer into a glass, like the original beer, and then like concentrate, there we go, and they kind of just water it down. I've added a little too much water. That is not the case here. This is absolutely full of flavor. It's just not as sweet, and the flavors are just not as like in your face. It is absolutely delicious. The hop presence is still there. It's just instead of being up front and kind of carries throughout the entire beer, kind of like Herbs and Horto, this is more kind of towards the middle, maybe the end, so you get that hoppiness kind of towards there. And it works very nicely to round out the sweetness. You get a lot of sweetness up front. Although it is not overwhelming, it is still a sweet double IPA. The tropical flavors, the sweet citrus, all works really, really well together, man. And that slight herbaceous, hoppy note kind of just rounds everything out, ends it very, very nicely. And you do get a slight alcohol presence there in the finish. Not as much as Herbs and Horto, but you do get that slight alcohol presence, as with the other IPA too. I believe it's called, I gotta stop saying that. It's called I Want to Believe. So with all three of these IPAs so far, 7.5% ABV, you do get a presence of alcohol, but it is 7.5% ABV. I'm going to say a lot of the flavor is just very sweet citrus. I would say more so up front. You get slight pithiness. I'm getting slight pithiness now towards the end here. But a lot of the flavor is very, very ripe. Cantaloupe, very ripe. Honeydew, very ripe honeydew, very ripe cantaloupe. It's just, it's great, man. I like melon flavors in beer. You don't get a whole lot of that. So a lot of times it's just a lot of citrus, and then of course you get mangoes, pineapple, stone fruit, which I mean are a treat as well, but a lot of times it's just very citrus forward. I like the melon aspect of these beers, man. It just kind of changes it up. It's not all citrus. Citrus is present, yes, but it's just not the dominating flavor, and it's actually less zesty citrus. It's more sweet, candied, mandarin oranges, slight pithiness. It all just works really well together, man. Yeah, just I prefer this over Herbs and Horto just because it's just not as sweet and it's still very, very flavorful. Although I feel like the other beer had more other notes, other flavors as well, where this is kind of three flavors, three fruit flavors working together to make this incredible beer. The other maybe had 4 or 5, but I still like this much better just because it's not as sweet and in your face. Overall, very, very pleased with this 4th Hop Butcher beer, and I have yet to be, disappointed. I don't expect to be disappointed at all. I have, number 4, so I got 2 more to go. One's a stout, one's a triple IPA, saving it for the weekend, of course. So, next one, I don't know. I'll keep it a surprise. We'll decide tomorrow. This was, I lost it already. It's Hop Butcher 7.5% ABV double IPA. It is called something midnight, I don't know. I gotta look. Value of Midnight. A double IPA brewed with Strata and Vic Secret hops, man. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, dream big dreams and believe all things are possible. Cheers.